Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name's Mckayla, and today's video is going to be a catching up with Kay video, which is basically just a Q&A, but I call it catching up with Kay because it sounds catchier. You know, if you follow me on social media, you know I already filmed this video once. I did it as like a get ready with me, but I was kind of zoned out the entire video and half of my answers didn't make sense, or there just wasn't much detail to them. So I just decided to refilm it, do it as a sit down video where I'm not distracted by doing my makeup, and just talk to you guys and be chill and comfy. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. How old were you when you lost your virginity? Well, I'm not proud of my answer. My whole family knows, but I was 14. It was to Kaylin. He was my first. Yeah, I was 14. Not proud of that. I always wanted to wait till marriage. But, you know, I was really young, fell in love, and I just wanted to give my everything to him, and I did. I do wish I would have waited till I was married, but, you know, me and Kaylin are still together. Of course, we don't have the perfect relationship, as you know if you follow me. Yeah, but it wasn't, I mean, I'm glad I did because now I have Timothy, but yeah, I definitely should have waited till marriage, but that's okay. I was 14. How often do you have sex? Well, I don't really have sex a lot. Maybe once a month. It's not Kaylin's fault. I'm just not always really like sexual. I'm not a sexual person. I don't like having sex all the time. That's just not me. Plus with a baby, it's just like you're tired all the time and you have complications after you give birth. So it's not just, it's for me, it's not something I look forward to doing all the time. So whenever we do it, you know, it's more special and whatnot. But yeah, maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, not very much. Do you smoke weed? I have tried weed before. I do not smoke weed all the time. Like, it's not something I enjoy doing in my free time or that I enjoy doing after like having a child. So I just decided that it's not for me. And yeah, so no, I don't smoke weed. I have tried it. It's okay. It's not for me though. How often do you and Kaylin sleep together? So I didn't know if this meant like sex-wise, like how often do you guys have sex, or like how often do you guys sleep together in the same bed. So I'm gonna answer it in the question of how often do you guys sleep in the same bed together, because I already answered how many times that we have sex. So we sleep in the same bed every night. Timmy's usually in between us. Not very romantic. We don't really cuddle. We just sleep. I wish we could cuddle, but you know, I have a co-sleeping baby, so. When do you find time for sex with a baby around? Let me just tell you, not often. Usually the only time we do it is whenever he goes to bed, and a lot of the time I'm tired along with Timothy, so I go to bed whenever Timmy goes to bed, and then, you know, Kaylin's out of luck. So if there's a night when I'm not tired and Timmy's asleep, that's usually when it happens. Or like if me and Kaylin have a free day together because maybe his family wants to spend a day with him, or my grandparents want to spend a day with him and we have some free time, maybe then. But very rarely we make time for it. Which is better, no protection or protection? So this person asked what feels better. I had trouble with condoms, so we didn't use them after that. But if I look past the problems with condoms, I'd say it feels the same. So if I didn't have problems, I would say either one is just fine. But obviously we don't use condoms, so. How was going to high school pregnant? So I got pregnant my junior year. It was about like, not even mid-year I got pregnant. It was before that. And where I went, I transferred schools my junior year, and the school that I went to was a technical school. And you know, everybody was actually really nice to me. All my teachers were nice to me. Most of the students were nice to me. There was one girl who said some ignorant shit, but like, she's an ex-friend, so I kind of expected that. But other than that, everybody was pretty supportive, and nobody said like any like rude comments to me. Sure, they probably talked about me behind their back or like made fun of me or whatever, but I never noticed it, and I usually notice everything because I'm very like observant of that kind of stuff. So going to high school pregnant actually was kind of okay for me. Like, it didn't bother me. I just kind of threw my hair in a bun every day, wore sweatpants and a sweatshirt, slippers, went to school, did what I had to do, came home, and, you know, did whatever I had to do. So I would just say it's like normal. Like, it was normal, like it was like any other year except I was pregnant. What grade did you officially start dating? So I officially started dating the summer of my 8th grade year. So I finished 8th grade, and then that summer, the summer before I went to my freshman to be freshman in high school, I met Kaylin, and he was my first boyfriend. He was the first person that he could come over to my house. I could go over to his house. We could go on dates, stuff like that. So that's whenever I was allowed to start dating. I was 14. So yeah, that's when I started dating, like actually dating, not like the whole we're boyfriend and girlfriend for a week, cool kind of stuff. It was like actually dating someone. How is your and Kaylin's relationship really? So as you guys know, me and Kaylin broke up recently, like a few months ago. I'm not gonna go into detail because it was stupid. I was just depressed, and I was really moody, and I felt like Kaylin was always really mean to me when he wasn't. I was just super depressed and like going through shit. So I broke up with him because of that, because of my depression, and that's why I left him. So there really was no like backstory to it. And yeah, I dated somebody else. And another question I was asked is if I had sex with that person. No, I did not. I don't have sex with people that I just started dating. Sex means something to me. Sex is very important to me. It's me giving myself to somebody else fully. So no, I did not have sex with that person. Kaylin is the only person I have slept with. And I'm gonna continue the question of how are you and Kaylin's relationship really? Okay, so our relationship is really good now because I worked past my problems. We are going to see a counselor together. You know, we're living together again, so we're working through things on our own, and we're figuring out our own schedule. And I just think that I need to realize that I can't just break up with him whenever I'm feeling depressed or whenever I'm scared he's going to leave me because of my anxiety and stuff like that. So I just have to work through some personal shit of my own, and I have to realize that every relationship's different and not every relationship is perfect, and I need to get past that in my own head. So our relationship is doing really, really well right now. We are really successful at the moment with like our lives. So yeah, our relationship is actually really good. Do you treat Shelly like she's your mom? So Shelly is Kaylin's mom. No, I do not. Just because I have a hard time like letting people in when they're not family. Like I don't tell my friends that I love them even if they say it to me. I don't tell Kaylan's family I love them because I can't, like, it's just me. Like, it's just something I can't do. So, no, I don't treat her like she's my mom, but we do get along, we do talk and everything. It's just I don't get super personal with her because I literally can't. Where is the weirdest place you've done it? So the weirdest place I've ever done it is in a tent, and Kayla don't know why. But yeah, that's the weirdest place that we've ever done it. Did you wait 6 weeks to have sex after you gave birth? I waited 6 months to have sex after I gave birth. Girl, I had so many complications. I was in so much pain, which we did find out what was wrong. I have scar tissue, like there, and it is very painful. It does go away on its own, but it takes a long time. I could get surgery for it, but it might not improve anything. So I'm just kind of playing the waiting game to see if it gets better. But yeah, no, we waited a long time. Plus, the depot shot completely messed me up. I was on my period for 6 months after I gave birth straight. So, yeah, that's another reason why we waited. So, to answer your question, yes, I waited 6 weeks. Did you breastfeed? Yes, I did breastfeed. I breastfed for 2 or 4 months. I can't exactly remember. I know I did breastfeed though, and I had to stop because I was falling asleep during his feedings at night, which is dangerous because he could choke. And he was also breastfeeding like every hour. Like he would breastfeed for an hour, then take a break for an hour, and then breastfeed again. And it was becoming really hard for me to keep my milk up and everything. And it just got to the point where I was exhausted, and it seemed like Timmy was always eating, so I had to stop. So I stopped breastfeeding, and I hope with my future children that I can breastfeed longer because my goal was a year with Timmy and I couldn't do it. What's your favorite kind of juice? My favorite kind of juice is grape juice. Do they edit certain things / people to create drama on Unexpected? Of course they do. It is reality TV. The situations were real, but the editing made it fake, so it seems acted out, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it to you guys, but just know, yes. Yes. How is your mom and Shelly? My mom and Shelly are fine. They get along. They, don't say mean things to each other. They just kind of, I don't know, they're okay, they're good, they don't fight or anything, so their relationship is a-okay. How old were you when you realized you loved Kaylan? I was 14 because that's whenever I had sex with him, and that was a big deal to me, like I said. So I was 14 years old, and it was about 6 or 7 months into our relationship. I knew I wanted to be with him for the rest of my life and all of that jazz. So yeah, that's whenever I realized I loved him, and of course we're still together on and off because of me. But yeah, our relationship is really good, and I'm just really happy that he took me back after breaking up with him yet again. And I feel bad for it, of course. Like, it's not something I want to do. I don't want to hurt him, and I apologize to him for that, and I apologize to you guys for like posting about it, but I didn't really this last time. I just kind of made a video saying we did break up. But so that was my catching up with Kay. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in my next video.